My name is Andrea Arnold and I am the chairperson of Southampton Quilters. I enjoy patchwork and quilting for many reasons. It involves colour, design, improvisation. It gives me a sense of purpose. I've always got more ideas than I have time in the day. What excites me and interests me is the fact that it's infinite. You find yourself looking at things in a completely different way. Having a printer as a quilter is a really useful tool, as I know because I've had an Epson for many years. Now, I use printed templates when creating a quilt by a process called foundation paper piecing. This is used primarily in blocks, which is what many quilts are made of, that require very sharp points, and you can't get those sharp points in any other way than using a piece of paper that you actually sew the fabric to, following the lines on the printed side, and you end up with incredibly fine points. So it is incredibly accurate, rather than having to trace everything over and over again, which in itself can introduce errors. You just simply copy it as many times as you need, and of course every copy is the exact copy of the one before. It takes the guesswork out of what you're making. I've been using the XP305 for many years. Prior to that, I did have a printer, and to be honest, it was rubbish. I don't know what make it was, but I was constantly unjamming it all the time. And I even took it back to the manufacturers twice, and I gave up in the end. And the salesman recommended the Epson 305, so I've had it for many years, and I have to say, I've had no problems with it. It has always done what I wanted it to do, and it didn't jam. Now that I've got the new printer, it prints more quickly. I found the filling of it was really easy, with less mess, and very quick. All you have to do is get the ink bottles, turn them upside down and put them in their appropriate places, and the rest they do for themselves. It's magic. The Epson Smart Panel app just makes things really easy to use. Even I can use it. You can actually print off photographs of your family and friends. I was just amazed at the colour and the detail that came out. It just seems to be a novelty that I can look at the photographs or designs that I've got on the phone and just do it straight away from my phone, and they come out beautifully. I had a friend who used to plant flowers in her garden, and one year she planted echinacea, and they were the most glorious pink. So I photographed them, and then I decided to make a quilt, and the printer was brilliant. I printed the flowers and they came out the colour that they actually are, so I could colour match them to the fabrics I had. One of the flowers I wanted to enlarge, and I was able to do that on the Epson printer. I called it Daphne's Garden because Daphne was my friend. It hung at a quilt show, and although it didn't win a prize, it did get a judge's commendation, so I was delighted, and so was Daphne. I'm so pleased with the EcoTank that I think I would recommend it to anyone.